5 arms, one of them is yours. Be honest. Not the one you want, the one you've actually got, when the shirt comes off and there's nobody in the room to lie to. Last month I asked you this exact question. 44% of you said level 1. 39% said level 2. Level 4, almost nobody. Level 5, one guy, and he wrote in our dreams, which is the most honest thing anybody said all week. So 8 out of 10 of you are standing at the bottom of this picture, and you've been standing there a while. Now here's the part nobody says out loud. Every video you have ever clicked promised to drag you up to level 5 in 30 days. You've watched 3 of them. You're still level 1. That's not because you're lazy, it's because they sold you the ending and quietly skipped the middle, the boring part where you actually get there. And if you haven't started at all yet, good. Seriously, good. You get to skip every single mistake I'm about to describe, and in a month, you'll be ahead of the guy who's been starting on Monday since January. So today, no lies about level 5. Level 5 is years away, and anyone telling you different wants your click, not your arms. Today we go 1 to 3. 30 days, 3 exercises. Nothing you have to buy. But first, why you never made it before. 3 reasons you're stuck at the bottom of that picture. All 3 are your fault, and all 3 are dead by the end of this video. Reason 1, you've been training a quarter of your arm. Look at the picture again. What actually changes between level 2 and level 3? It's not the bicep peak, it's the thickness underneath it. Your triceps are 60% of your arm. 60. And they sit on the back where you can't admire them. So every exercise you have ever picked, you picked because you could feel it in the front. Congratulations. 2 years lovingly sculpting the quarter of your arm that faces the mirror, then standing in front of that mirror, genuinely confused about the other 3 quarters. They didn't grow because nobody ever asked them to. Reason 2, you have never written down a single number. 10 push-ups in January, 10 in April, 10 in July, and I already know what you're about to say. But I train hard. Sure you do. So does the man who walks up the same flight of stairs every morning for a year, and his legs look exactly like they did in March. Your body is not stupid. It adapts to last week, and then it stops. Because there is no reason on this earth to build expensive muscle for a job it already knows how to do. You don't have a training problem. You have a record-keeping problem. Reason 3, you train like you're already level 4. You watch a video, you go until you physically cannot move. You can't straighten your arms for 4 days. By the time the soreness clears, you've missed 3 sessions. So you do it again next Monday. 4 hard days a month, dressed up as dedication. Level 4 guys can train like level 4 guys. They bought that with years. You're level 1. Level 1 does not need intensity. Level 1 needs to still be here on Wednesday. Right. Go and get something to measure with. Tape measure, phone charger cable, strip of paper. I genuinely do not care. Arm relaxed, hanging by your side. Wrap it around the thickest part. Mark it. Now write that number down somewhere you'll see it every day. Notes app, wall, back of your hand. Do it now. Pause me. I'll wait. That number is the only honest thing in this entire video. The mirror lies to you. It lies every single day, depending on the light, the angle, and how much water you drank. The number does not lie. In 30 days, it's either bigger or you didn't do the work. Now, the plan. And no, I'm not handing you 5 new exercises. You don't need new exercises. You need 3 you'll still be doing in 4 weeks. 1, diamond push-ups. Hands under your chest, thumbs and index fingers touching. Elbows pinned to your ribs the whole way down. And I already know they're not. I know they're flaring out sideways like you're trying to claim both armrests on a budget flight. The second they flare, the work leaves your triceps and walks straight over to your shoulders. So congratulations, you just did a shoulder workout by accident on arm day. Elbows in. This is the 60%. 2, table rows. Get under a solid table. Grab the edge. Body in one straight line, head to heel. Not a banana, not a question mark. Pull your chest up to the table. Then lower yourself for 3 full seconds. Not 1, 3. That slow part on the way down is where half your bicep growth lives. And it's the half everybody throws straight in the bin. 3, the carry. Bag, books, one hand gripping the straps. Hold it. Don't wear it. Walk for 40 seconds. Shoulders level, and don't lean into it like you're walking through a hurricane. Swap hands. That's your forearms and your grip. And your grip is the thing that quits first in every pull you will ever do in your life. 3 rounds of each. 3 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Not 7. Your arms grow on Tuesday, not on Monday. And here's the rule that makes the whole thing work. Stop 2 reps before you can't. 2 in the tank. Then next week, add 1 rep. That's it. That's the whole secret. Every video you have ever watched told you that you need progressive overload. Not one of them told you what it actually looks like. It looks like 1 extra rep once a week written down. 12 push-ups this week is 13 next week. By the end of the month, 17. That's a 40% jump in load, and your arm has no choice left but to answer it. Day 7. You'll go to the mirror, push the sleeve up, and there'll be nothing there. This is where people quit. Right here. Day 7. Every single time. Don't. Because the mirror was never going to show you anything in a week. Your hands will. The door handle turns easier. The shopping bag stops cutting into your fingers. You'll feel it before you see it. You always do. Day 14. Measure again. It moved. Barely, a few millimeters, but it moved. And that makes you one of a very small number of people who can prove their training is working, instead of just hoping. Day 30. Measure one last time and put the 2 numbers side by side. Half a centimeter, maybe a little more. And I'm not going to dress that up for you. Half a centimeter in a month is what real looks like. Anybody promising you 2 inches is selling you something. But look at what that half centimeter actually is. 30 days training the part of your arm you couldn't see. 1 rep added every week, written down. Showing up on Wednesday when you didn't feel like it. Roll your sleeve up. That's level 3. And it's the first thing you have ever built on purpose instead of by accident. Level 4 is that same 30 days 4 more times. That is all it has ever been. That is all it is ever going to be. So before you close this, do one thing. Go to the comments and type 2 words. Challenge accepted. Then today's date, the date 30 days from now, and the number you just measured. Say it in public where people can see it. Because a promise you make to yourself is easy to break, and one you make in front of everybody watching this is not. Then find somebody else's number underneath yours and tell them you're checking on them. You're going to need each other around day 9. I'll be here on day 30. Every one of you who leaves a number, I am coming back to find. The Core Man out.